Bitcoin, 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 she mutters. It's everywhere these days. What in the world is it?
Grandma Rose, like many of us, is trying to wrap her head around this new form of money that everyone seems to be talking about. It's like a whole new language, and she's ready to decipher the code. Don't worry, Grandma Rose, we're here to break it down for you in a way that's as easy as pie, or maybe even easier since we all know you make the best apple pie in town. Imagine if your dollars and cents lived on the internet instead of in your wallet. That's kind of what Bitcoin is. Digital money. It's like sending an email, but instead of words, you're sending value. No more waiting in line at the bank or dealing with those pesky paper bills that always seem to rip. Bitcoin is decentralized, which means no one person or institution controls it. It's like a big digital piggy bank that everyone shares. Now, you might be thinking, but Ellen, I can already use my credit card online. And you're absolutely right. Credit cards have made online shopping incredibly convenient. You can buy almost anything with just a few clicks, from groceries to gadgets, and have it delivered right to your doorstep. But how is that different from Bitcoin? Well, let's dive a bit deeper. Credit cards are linked to your bank account, and every transaction you make is processed through a network of banks and financial institutions. This means that your spending is monitored and controlled by these entities. Traditional money, like the dollars in your bank account, is controlled by banks and governments. They have the power to freeze your account, limit your withdrawals, and even track your spending habits. This centralized control can sometimes be a double-edged sword, offering security but also limiting your financial freedom. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is like the Wild West of money. It's decentralized, meaning no single entity has control over it. This gives you more autonomy over your finances. Imagine a world where you can send money to anyone, anywhere, without needing permission from a bank or government. It's independent and doesn't answer to anyone. This independence is one of the core principles of Bitcoin. It's designed to be a peer-to-peer system, allowing direct transactions between individuals without intermediaries. This can be especially empowering for people in countries with unstable financial systems. It's like the difference between using a landline phone, traditional money, and a smartphone, Bitcoin. One is controlled, and the other gives you more freedom and flexibility. Just as smartphones have revolutionized communication, Bitcoin has the potential to revolutionize the way we think about and use money. Bitcoin transactions are recorded on a special digital ledger called a blockchain. This technology ensures transparency and security, as every transaction is verified by a network of computers before being added to the blockchain. Think of it like a giant public book where every Bitcoin transaction is recorded for everyone to see. This public ledger makes it nearly impossible to alter or fake transactions, providing a level of trust and security that traditional financial systems strive to achieve. So while money doesn't grow on trees, it can certainly exist in the digital realm, offering new possibilities and freedoms. Now, let's talk about this blockchain thing for a second. It sounds complicated, but it's actually quite simple. Imagine a giant digital notebook where every Bitcoin transaction is recorded. This notebook is copied and spread across a network of computers all over the world. So, when you send Bitcoin to your friend, it's like writing that transaction down in this giant notebook. Everyone on the network gets a copy of the new page, so it's super secure and transparent. This blockchain technology is what makes Bitcoin so special. It's like having a team of expert accountants constantly verifying and recording every transaction, making sure everything is on the up and up. Section 5. Bitcoin in action: sipping coffee, the digital way. Let's say you're craving a latte from your favorite coffee shop. You walk in, greeted by the familiar aroma of freshly ground coffee beans and the warm ambiance of the shop. The barista waves at you, recognizing you as a regular customer. Nowadays, some coffee shops accept Bitcoin. Yes, you heard that right. Bitcoin, the digital currency that has been making waves in the financial world, is now a viable payment option for your daily caffeine fix. You can pay for your coffee using a Bitcoin wallet app on your phone. It's a seamless process that integrates the convenience of digital payments with the modern coffee shop experience. It's as easy as scanning a QR code or tapping your phone on a special payment terminal. The technology behind it ensures that the transaction is quick and secure, making your coffee purchase hassle-free. The Bitcoin is sent directly from your wallet to the coffee shop's wallet, and just like that, you've got your caffeine fix. No need to fumble with cash or cards. The transaction is completed in seconds, and you can enjoy your coffee without any delay. This is just one example of how Bitcoin is being used in the real world. It's not just a speculative investment, it's a functional currency that can be used for everyday purchases. More and more businesses are starting to accept Bitcoin, making it easier than ever to spend your digital cash. From coffee shops to retail stores, the adoption of Bitcoin is growing, and it's changing the way we think about money and transactions. So next time you're out for a coffee, why not try paying with Bitcoin and experience the future of digital payments? Section 6. The allure of Bitcoin: freedom, fairness, and fewer fees. So why are people so excited about Bitcoin? Well, for starters, it gives you more control over your money. You don't have to rely on banks or governments to handle your transactions. It's like having your own personal bank in your pocket. Plus, Bitcoin transactions can be faster and cheaper than traditional methods, especially when sending money internationally. Bitcoin is also a more inclusive financial system. No matter where you live or what your background is, you can access and use Bitcoin. Section 7. Bitcoin's balancing act: riding the waves of volatility and security. Now, it's important to remember that Bitcoin is still a relatively new technology, and like any new invention, it has its risks. Bitcoin was created in 2009, and in the grand scheme of financial history, that's not very long ago. This means that the market is still figuring out how to handle it, and regulations are still catching up. The value of Bitcoin can go up and down like a roller coaster, so it's important to be cautious and not invest more than you can afford to lose. One day, you might see your investment skyrocket, and the next, it could plummet. This volatility is part of what makes Bitcoin exciting, but also risky. It's crucial to stay informed and keep an eye on market trends. It's also important to keep your Bitcoin safe and secure. Just like you wouldn't leave your wallet lying around, you need to protect your Bitcoin wallet from hackers and scammers. This means using strong passwords, enabling two-factor authentication, and being wary of phishing attempts. Just like you wouldn't leave your wallet lying around, you need to protect your Bitcoin wallet from hackers and scammers. There are many ways to do this, such as using hardware wallets, which are physical devices that store your Bitcoin offline, making them much harder to hack. But don't let these risks scare you away. The world of Bitcoin is full of opportunities for those who are willing to learn and take precautions. Many people have found success by educating themselves and staying vigilant. With a little bit of knowledge and caution, you can navigate the world of Bitcoin safely and responsibly. Start by doing your research, understanding the technology behind Bitcoin, and keeping up with the latest news and developments. Join online communities, attend webinars, and don't be afraid to ask questions. The more you know, the better prepared you'll be to ride the waves of volatility and security in the Bitcoin market. Section 8. A helping hand: navigating the world of Bitcoin together. Learning about Bitcoin might seem daunting at first, but it's like learning anything new. It just takes a little time and patience. There are tons of resources available online and in your community to help you get started. You can even ask your grandkids to give you a crash course. They're probably already experts in all things digital. Remember, knowledge is power, and the more you know about Bitcoin, the better equipped you'll be to make informed decisions about your money. Section 9. Bitcoin, a new chapter in money's evolution. Think about how much money has changed over the centuries. We went from bartering with seashells to using paper money to swiping credit cards. Bitcoin is just the next step in this evolution. It's a new way of thinking about and using money. And while it might seem strange at first, it has the potential to revolutionize the way we live our lives. Just like the internet changed the way we communicate, Bitcoin has the potential to change the way we transact and interact with the world around us. Section 10. The future is now: embracing the possibilities of Bitcoin. The world of Bitcoin is constantly evolving, and it's an exciting time to be a part of it. Who knows what the future holds for Bitcoin? It could become as commonplace as using a credit card, or it could pave the way for even more innovative forms of digital currency. The important thing is to stay curious, keep learning, and embrace the possibilities that Bitcoin presents. Section 11. A final word: keep learning and exploring the world of Bitcoin. So there you have it, Grandma Rose. Bitcoin might seem like a mystery at first, but once you understand the basics, it's not that complicated. It's just a new way of thinking about money. a digital revolution that's changing the world as we know it. Keep asking questions, exploring the possibilities, and who knows, maybe you'll even be teaching your grandkids a thing or two about Bitcoin someday. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one.